In this video, I will discuss how we classify different types of matter. First, we are going to look at is the difference between pure substances and mixtures. In a pure substance, there is only one type of atom or molecule. In this case, there may be more than one type of atom in compounds, but even then there is a fixed ratio of things, and we can't separate them by physical means. We have to go through a chemical reaction in order to separate them. Pure substances can be divided into elements or compounds. Elements are what's found on a periodic table. Here we have an example: copper metal. You can't actually make something simpler from copper, at least not by chemical means or typical laboratory physical means. You would need to go to somewhere like CERN or Fermilab to do that, or have radioactive decay. Compound is made up of atoms of more than one type, bonded together chemically. An example would be water. Here we have a beaker of water, and in this beaker, as you may know, water has the formula H2O. Two hydrogen atoms and an oxygen atom are bonded together. And through various chemical means, you can break it down into hydrogen and oxygen molecules. Mixtures, on the other hand, can be separated by physical means, and they consist of more than one type of pure substance. An example of this would be if I go around and put some food coloring into the beaker. Note that within certain limits, I can actually mix as many things together as possible. There's no fixed ratio of food coloring to water that I'm mixing, and therefore the ratio can vary. However, in this particular mixture, you'll see that the color is pretty uniform. Since the color is uniform, it follows that in fact the mixture is homogeneous. A homogeneous mixture, you can only see one phase. It's all equal. It's all, you can't see the separation between the molecules of the different components of a mixture. Let us now get this vegetable oil, which in itself is a homogeneous mixture, and put it into here. Now you see that the two different components, because as you know, oil and water don't mix, the two different components separate, and now we have a mixture that does not only have one phase, but has two different components. And as a result, this is a heterogeneous mixture, since it has more than one phase. Here is a summary of all the different types of matter that we've discussed before. So we can divide it into pure substances and mixtures based on the way that whether you can have variable composition. It tells you whether there's only one type of atom or molecule or multiple types of atoms or molecules. And here's the four types of matter, and you can see molecular level drawings here. As we mentioned before, one key difference between mixtures and pure substances is that you can separate mixtures out by physical means. Two examples of this is filtration here, where we have a piece of filter paper and you pour the mixture through and you separate it based on the different phases. The other one is distillation. Here you boil the mixture and then it vaporizes and then condenses at different times depending on which part of the mixture it is. This has important industrial applications, including the refining of crude oil, and also in desert countries that have a lot of seashore, the desalination of seawater.